Good morning, good morning, everybody. Today is on the 29th of July, and super amazing day because yesterday, the analysis that we did yesterday, look at this. We had buys over here, sells over here, everything was hit, every take profit was taken, both buys, both sells. So you could have maximized your profit yesterday. It was your time to maximize on your profits yesterday. It was that day, right? It's a rare day. Not every day that we get to run the market through all the analysis that we did. But yesterday, everything went into profit. Every single analysis that we did, right? So this is the market brief. Okay, we're on to the market brief. My name is Nick, brought to you by Anzo Capital Kenya. I'm very excited with this because remember what I told you yesterday. We were doing these sales over here. The sales happened very well. We had a break of the sell below this point, and the market went all the way down to profit. Take profit one, two, hit. After it hit the styles where we were targeting, it came back up, got a very nice break above this point, and continuation all the way to take profit one and two again, once again. Right, and this even surpassed and continued all the way up to this point. So Euro USD was a super success yesterday. Profits, both buy stop and sell stop got activated, and all of them went into profit. That's a rare day for markets, right? Let's see what happened to gold though. Let's review gold over here and see the sales on gold. The sales on gold were really nice. We had a breakup below this point. This candle broke, pushed down, and then closed above below this point over here that we're looking for. I took a sell from this point, stop loss just above this point, and we went all the way down. Hit take profit one and two, and done, dusted. And I was out of the market, and I haven't gotten back again. The buys didn't even happen at all, but the sales went very well, right? So yesterday it was a chance for you to scale up your trading by just picking the orders and pushing up with them. All right, it was a super successful day yesterday. We got a sales on the gold, hit take profit one and two. We got the sales on the Euro USD, take profit one and two, and the buys on Euro USD, take profit one and two. And the good thing is, even the Euro USD happened in a different time frame. All right, see, this one went after we finished the analysis. This one we got the hit of the sales went to take profit. Later on in the New York session, the buys went to take profit. So you could have traded everything and gotten all of these in your bag. But again, all of this is free for you. It's always here on the YouTube channel. You can always come on the YouTube channel later on and watch at Anzo Capital Kenya. It's over there, right? If you want to watch on the channel as well, Rich Nick 92, it's over there, all right? So let's do a fresh analysis today. Let's check first of all what we have. This is not Tuesday, it's on 29. No, not today, not Tuesday, today is Wednesday. So we're gonna scale it in onto Wednesday and see. We had the CPIs on the AUD that happened at 4:30 a.m. in the morning, and now we are at the FOMC. Remember what we said today is going to be the determinant where the market is going to be headed for the next 2 weeks until we get to NFP. So we're going to be having the FOMC statement coming out at 9 p.m. Kenyan time, and this is going to determine where the market is going. Like we said, all right? So let's break it down a bit. So the FOMC is coming out tonight at 9 p.m. Kenyan time, all right? It's going to be coming in with a lot of forces, of course. And what we expect is three scenarios, right? So we expect either scenario one, there's a raise hike. If they hike the rates. If they hike the rates, then it's going to mean that they are looking so much on signal on supporting the strengthening the inflation or fighting inflation. Sorry. So no, basically this is how it is. This is how you look at it. So FOMC coming out tonight. FOMC coming out tonight at 9 p.m. And once it comes out at 9 p.m., what we expect is three scenarios for the NFP to happen, right? So they could increase the rates, which is hike the rates. They could cut the rates, and they could remain the rates just unchanged, right? So if they raise they hike the rates, sorry. If they hike the rates, then it means basically they're gonna be fighting inflation, which is gonna strengthen the USD. And once it strengthens the USD, it's gonna weaken the dollar, of course. It's gonna weigh in a bit on the stocks as well, because again, the cost of borrowing increases. Okay, if they cut the rates, then it's gonna mean that there's so much focus on economic growth, and that will weaken the dollar, of course, strengthen the gold. And on the start, in terms of equities, of course, they're gonna weigh in a bit because again, the cost of borrowing just it just encourages people to go to borrow because again the rate has been cut, so the loans are becoming a bit cheaper. So people are gonna be encouraged to continue to borrow. If they remain unchanged, if they remain the rates unchanged, then basically what we're going to be looking at is just to look at the clues that comes from the Fed chairman's statement and the comments that they give, basically. And this is going to be, we're going to be using a lot of price action over there because again, it's going to be dependent on whether the comments or the clues are coming in dovish or hawkish. All right. So let's wait and see what happens tonight at 9 p.m. Hoping everybody's gonna be on. Hoping we're gonna be ready to watch on the market and see what's happening. Right. In the meantime, let's do a fresh new analysis over here. In the meantime, we're gonna hit a fresh new analysis over here. Price action based on market structure. We're gonna jump all the way from monthly, most time frame analysis, drop it down, drop it down, drop it down, all the way down to 15 minutes, 30 minutes, depending on how the market's behaving over here, right? So there we go. Still, we have the still monthly, same monthly high, monthly low over there. Weekly, we going down over there. Over there. All right. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right. So down to 4 hours over here. All right. I like this. I like that the market is giving already. It's giving itself some very nice structures over here. Remember, yesterday we did the analysis and I told you outrightly, when I was doing the analysis, I told you it's going to be a good day because the structure yesterday was really giving. It was a really nice structure. The market was really laying out structures very well. Same thing like it's doing today. Look at this. 1 hour low. Look at this. Laying structures very well over here. Right here. This one comes from the point over there. All right, this is where we are right now. And we're gonna go down to 30 minutes and see what we could get or what we could be working with. And 15 minutes, I want to see a formation of a support over here. Yes, there's a formation of a support. And all right, expanding the charts just to see what we're going to be expecting onto over there. All right, so now our work is going to be as simple as this. Just to grab the cells from this point, right? We're going to be grabbing the cells from this point over here. Cells below, we're going to take cells below this point and probably buys above this point as well over here. All right, so I don't really like the way the market looks over here. I don't really like all of these. You know what? I'm gonna pick buys from above here. I'll pick the buys from above this point over here. Yes, so we're gonna see potential. Potential buys above here, potential sells below this point. We could get some aggressive buys over here. I don't really like the way. See this candle, that this previous candle over here. If we get a close above this point, probably we could have a potential aggressive buys over here. Potential aggressive buys above here. Yes. Yeah, we do get a potential aggressive buy above this point over here. All right, there we go. All right, so that's basically what I'm going to be looking at in terms of Euro USD. Aggressive buyers could be entering when this kind of, if this kind of closes above this point, could take some buys over here, continue going up, but the safe buy is going to be above this point. Yes, and let's see how that behaves. Right now on gold, where is our GOLD? All right, multi-time frame analysis monthly, all the way break it down all the way to 15 minutes. I go to 15 minutes just to see, basically just to observe the structure and understand what the structure is doing. Basically, remember what we're doing over here is just price action based on market structure. And there's nothing as good or perfect to tell you where the market is headed as the structure that is forming. Because the structure doesn't lie. The structure just shows this is what's happening. If you find someone who's constructing and they start by digging a very deep structure, foundation structure, definitely that tells you that the market is going to be going up, right? And it tells you that that house is going to be going up. True. So you read the structure and you understand where the market is going to be, or where the house, or what's the intended structure that is being there, right? Just by looking at what or how they're digging the foundation. Most of these houses that usually go up like, I don't know, 20 floors or 16 or 12, want to see them easily. The foundation usually go down like 10, 8 floors down or something like that. So the same thing. That's the structure that we're talking about over here. It is the same structure that we're talking about over here. Right? Same structure over here. And there we go. Then it's below the wicks over here. All right, let's go down Kidogo. Let's see what we get down here. So this one is over there. Then we have this one over here. And basically where the market is right now. So makes no sense at all. So this is the most recent low over here. And the high is just above that area over there. So yes, high probability is we get this going on. And you know what? I want to take a buy above this one over there, to be honest. I want to see this potential right above here. Yes. And we're gonna pick sells below this point, of course. Sells gonna be below this. La, 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 la. It's too much noise going down, huh? Too much noise going down. Hoping. I'm just pulling it like that because I'm hoping the FOMC is gonna be coming with a lot of pressures, and we're gonna watch it. We're gonna be on the watch to see those three, if any of those three scenarios play out, which is if we get rate cut, hike, right, raise rate hike, rate cut, or unchanged situation. And I can guarantee you that the market could push all the way up to this point or all the way down to this point, right? Yeah, so we're gonna be checking with this is what we're gonna be looking at today. Looking to see if the market's gonna be behaving in a manner that we want to get into the market. Again, remember, you don't chase the market. So we wait and see if the FOMC comes in with the good numbers. But that's going to be happening at 9 p.m. So in the meantime, you could be riding the waves over here, or the structures that are forming over here. See where the market is going to be headed. Yeah. All right, guys. Yes. So that's much about it. We're going to be watching that today. Always risk manage your accounts well. Trade what you see, not what you think. And let's see you on to the next one when you do a review of the same. All right, guys. Take care. Have a good one. All right. And bye-bye.